Talking about the UFO ending brings me to where this game really shines, though. Because although the story and the atmosphere remain as dark and serious and brooding as ever, Silent Hill 3 is never afraid not to take itself seriously. I mean, Silent Hill 2 had the dog and UFO ending, Silent Hill 1 had the UFO ending, but Silent Hill 3 goes a lot further than that in terms of just outright silliness. The previous games had their joke endings, but Silent Hill 3's capacity for silliness goes far beyond this, although it is regrettably confined to New Game Plus. For example, once you finish the game and you select the New Game Plus option, or Extra New Game as it's called in Silent Hill 3, if you enter in the Konami code, throughout the game, and anytime he appears in a cutscene, Douglas will be wearing nothing but boxers and his trench coat over them. Putting Douglas in his boxers is only the beginning of Silent Hill 3's silliness. Like in Silent Hill 2, you gain access to special weapons as a reward for clearing the game, depending on how exactly you've finished off the final boss. These consist of an unlimited submachine gun, it's exactly what it sounds like, a flamethrower that never runs out of fuel. It's not very powerful, but it's a flamethrower. And a lightsaber. That's right, all you aspiring Jedi Knights. Now you can go and beat up Silent Hill monsters with your very own lightsaber. You'll notice in this picture that Heather's not wearing her normal white vest. In Extra New Game, you gain access to a password prompt on the main menu, which allows you to add clothing options. You can get the passwords from various places. GameFAQs has nearly all of them already. Most of these consist of just the ability to change Heather's shirt. However, there are a few exceptions. For example, if you can manage to beat all 10 Extreme Action level versions of this game, which would require 10 playthroughs, you gain access to the truly epic God of Thunder costume. Also, if you beat the game twice, or alternately just enter in the password Princess Heart, you gain access to a costume that can only be described as Magical Girl. Yeah, I kid you not. Magical Girl costume, complete with appropriate Sailor Moon ripoff transformation sequence. This also alters Heather's special Heather Beam weapon, which you get for killing 300 enemies over consecutive clears, into an attack known as Sexy Beam. I'm not making this up, I swear. Silent Hill 3 loves being silly. There's even a few in-game moments. For example, Heather cracks a joke. She goes to hide from Douglas in the bathroom, and when he follows, she says, "Are you going to follow me in?" And welcome to the Borley Haunted Mansion. This is indeed one of my favorite sequences in this game. It takes place in the amusement park area. You wander out from the dark, monster-infested outside into a fun place. An old-timey, jump-out-from-the-wall-and-scare-you ghost house. I assure you, it's no more frightening than the ghost houses from Mario. Of course, this is an amusement park in Silent Hill. The tone does become quite dark after a while, with people falling from the ceiling, spikes on the ceiling that then try to fall on you, but the mechanism is broken, you see, and the narrator who is quite content to break the fourth wall. That narrator is really creepy, and yet I'd love to imitate him. The Borley Haunted Mansion sequence is a gem. It's funny, it's going to make you laugh. As I said, you can have a lot of fun with this game, especially here. Right up until the game pulls a Jacob's Ladder on you and you have to run for your life. I'd also like to go on the record as saying that narrator is even creepier than the guy on the radio from Silent Hill 2. Yeah, that guy. Anyway, to wrap things up, Silent Hill 3 is an amazing game. Its interesting monster designs and godlike soundtrack combine to make a terrifying atmosphere, and it boasts a strong story that is never really afraid to poke fun at itself. I highly recommend this to anyone who likes survival horror games even a little. And if you've never heard of the genre, Silent Hill 3 was my introduction to the genre. I highly recommend it to anyone. If you have a PS3 or a PS2, pick this up. You won't regret it.